Alright, we're back to where we left off. This is part 5 of 1 now. I was just gonna name it part 5, all my talking and all that. So it's part 5 of
I had an idea.
part 5 of like what?
Getting inside was easier than I expected.
Like part 5 of 10 or like no, just part 5 of 2. Like part 5 part 2, just like that. That's what we're gonna call this video. This is like, I did a lot of talking in that one. I shouldn't have done that. But that's what it basically is. You think, when you think of a, whenever you think of a Nord, you think of somebody like a Viking. You think of a big guy with an axe. That's not what they were. They're basically just normal people. They don't, like in the TV show Vikings, they looked like them. They weren't like, I gotta say, the one that actually acted like a Viking was that guy with the big axe, two-handed axe that went into the, I'm not making spoilers if you haven't seen it, but he's like walked into the, like went into the lines and like just with that big axe just started chopping everybody up. That's actually what a Viking actually acts like. Actually, like, that's actually how they act.
Now where is the central mechanism?
Another thing that a Viking acts like is,
If I understood this contraption, raising the elevator now should prove exciting.
like, people think of like Vikings like this, how they're like super big and buff. They weren't like that. They're like a normal person like all of us, except they were crazier.
Path's clear.
Impressive. Don't encourage her.
So what Vikings really were was just normal people. And another thing that Vikings did and all that, they basically, I'm trying to remember this. I think Red was his name. They basically didn't really do that much. He basically did a bunch of stuff, but he wasn't like as big as people would say, like he's like a giant. He wasn't like that. He was actually like a normal size, but he was smaller than us now. Over time, humans get big, taller and taller and taller. I'm as tall as my dad. You're probably like, but he sounds a whole lot younger. That's because of my mic and all the headphones and all that. It's because mics make you sound different than in person. Another thing that Vikings did, they, like I said, their skin's a whole lot thicker. If you live in a, like if you were born, like let's say your mother's from Kentucky and was born in Kentucky too, and your dad's from like Oklahoma, like my parents, your skin's going to adapt. Like in Kentucky it's like hot and cold, but it's mostly cold, like colder than a whole lot of stuff people think. It's cold and my skin like gets thicker. It's hard for me to get a paper cut, but if I do get a paper cut, it hurts a whole lot. It's because of those nerves in your skin. If I get cut by a knife, it hurts a whole lot more because of that fat in the skin, Like, I got cut by a knife one time because I was cooking, like, food, pizza, and I cut myself, and my skin's thicker. You live in certain regions, your skins get, like, if you live in a very hot area and you're born and you're a baby, your skin will get flatter, and you'll be more skinnier to adapt to that. I'm a pretty bulky guy. I'm just gonna say that right there. I'm a pretty bulky guy. During like the winter, I'll start getting more bulkier, but during like whenever it's like summertime, I get like really, really skinny, but I'm still like bulky, right? I'm like a medium, but like I'm medium, right? And like my muscles will like show, and whenever I get to like winter, I'm like, my muscles get bigger, but they have a coat of fat around it. That's what I'm trying to get at. If you're born in a cold area, and let's say like it's kind of like mother and father carrying genes and all that. I'll see you all later. I'm gonna make it today. Yeah, I'm looking at the clock right now. I'm gonna make it today. This final part right here. I'll see you all next time.